Good morning, Bell Ridge. Whether you're here in the pews today or at home looking at this on our website, we'd like to be with you and hope that God has blessed you during this past year. Today we are going to talk about our Faith Promise campaign for 2021. It's what we've done the past few years, and we're very happy with how it works. Okay. As you can see from this photo here, if you don't know, but if you're looking down, this is actually Bell Ridge from looking down from the sky, and we would like to, do the what it says above there: love thy neighbor as thyself. Okay. And for purposes from now on, when you look at this purple dot, or purple balloon here, this will represent Bell Ridge and where it is in respect to where we are here in the world. And we are going to talk about our local missions first. So first we have Choices Pregnancy and Health. They are a organization that help with expectant mothers. They're trying to make sure that they will go ahead and carry their babies instead of having an abortion. They do sonograms, and they offer counseling to prospective moms and also to dads too. They found that there was a need for that. Faith in Action, it's a local organization here made up of volunteers. They do several things. They build ramps for people that have become handicapped, need to be handicapped accessible. They take people to doctor's appointments, pick up medicine, groceries, just any way to help people in need. Compassionate Food Pantry. This has been around in Edgar County for a while. It's actually located out on the Cherry Point Road. And they provide food on Wednesdays for people that are in need. And we have right about around 600 families that are using this mission. And then we have our Compassionate Clothing Closet. And this is across from the Prospect Bank on Central Street. They are open on Tuesdays, and they take donated clothes and clean them up and then sort them and distribute them on the Tuesdays. And Bell Ridge generally works the month of September, but because of the COVID pandemic, they have been not been able to be open like they should. They still are open up on emergency for families. And then finally we have our Food for Kids. This is a backpack program that they distribute food to needy kids at the schools on Friday, and volunteers get together on a Thursday evening and pack the lunches. And there's well over 100 kids participating, and Kurt was one of the ones that made this happen for our county. So we'll go to Ileana Missions, and you can see from the picture that it's a little wider area. And the first one is Oblong Children's Home, and this is one of the lifelong missions that we've had here, or long-time missions for Bell Ridge Church. It's a children's home in Oblong, Illinois, and it cares for abused and troubled children. And recently they also opened a home up in Fairfield for unwed mothers. Lincoln Christian University, this is another one of our longtime ministries. It was founded in 1944, and they have tried to provide missionaries, teachers, leaders, and just people that serve the church around the world. Don was a alumni of Lincoln Christian University. So if you have any questions about it, you could ask him. Then we have Camp Ileana. It's located in Washington, Indiana. This is a summer camp where we send our kids, and here again, they were affected by the COVID, and they're working on a plan to try to be able to open up on a limited basis this summer. So we'll just hope that that can happen. Don and Kurt both take turns working at the camp 1 week in the summer. And then finally, we have Lifeline Connect. And they're located in Urbana, Illinois. And they are basically helping to rebuild drug and alcohol addicted men with their lives, trying to get them back where they are, all right in the world. And it is a Christian-based program. So North America missions. First, we have Todd and Tanya Hancock, and I'm going to read the description that Kurt put together for them. Todd and Tanya are working in Mexico City area, establishing Christian churches. They're presently working with a group of believers, virtually known as the Masakio Christian Community in Chuluba, Pubia. They have had churches and individuals that stopped supporting them during the pandemic, so they are working to rebuild their financial base, which also allow them to return to Mexico. So these are one of the 3 missions that we would like to increase their giving. Currently, they are getting $600 a month, and we would like to increase them to $150, so that would be a $750 a month for them. Ryan Franklin. Ryan recruits people to go to the mission field. Usually is working with college students, but the virus closed many college campuses this past year, making his job a little different. Still, he's had a successful year. He recruited 41 new missionaries in 2020. He works with them to raise their support, to take a short-term trip, to reaffirm their decision to go and where to go, and helps them make all the travel arrangements that they need to make. So despite the obstacles caused by COVID, God continues to use Ryan to further out the Great Commission. Currently, Ryan gets $150 a month from us, and we would like to double this so that we would be able to give him $300. And then Missionary Assist of Panama. And this has been a challenging year for David and Yvonne Oldenburg in Panama. They have not only dealt with the virus, but they have endured 2 hurricanes, and the amount of rain wiped out villages, including people's homes and church buildings. Their work now includes trying to organize food deliveries to the mountain villages to help the people recover. David has been helping people rebuild their homes and church buildings, plus he is installing solar powers to provide them with power. And currently we are funding them at $200, and here again we would like to double his to make that $400 a month. And finally, our global missions. And we have Sunday Uday Obatine, who is in Nigeria. And Sunday is working hard in Nigeria because he has discovered that the virus has opened several doors for the church to minister that are looking for hope in this pandemic. He struggles with time management, striving to divide his time between the administration of the benevolent work, training new ministers to preach and teach in the churches, and teaching and preaching in his local church. Please keep him in your prayers. That is all of the ones that we support now, and I would just like to finish up with what the faith promise giving is, and these are some points. First of all, the grace of giving is one of the amazing blessings of Christian life. As Christians, it is both a privilege and a duty to support missionaries with generous gifts. God takes our gifts, multiplies them, uses them, and replays you, the giver, with a blessing. Selfless generosity is the mark of a healthy Christian and a church too. And that amen to Belridge on that. These are gifts, our gifts, flow from the heart of God's people through the local congregations to various ministries around the globe. So what are the basics of faith promise giving? First, we give ourselves to the Lord and then to His people. Our giving is voluntary and is purposeful. Our giving is generous and sacrificial. And finally, your giving encourages you to trust God to provide your material needs and to give you spiritual blessings. Just in summary of what we did last year in 2020 in our Faith Promise giving, we ended up giving a little over $83,000 to our missions, and that is about $8,000 over what our pledge was of $75,000. So I would just like to tell you thank you, and I am happy that you use the faith promise with the knowledge that God will provide the funds if you will step out and make the promise to Him that you will give it. God bless you in this time of the pandemic, and God be with you. Thank you.